Now, as we told you earlier, the United Nations Security Council is scheduled to meet this afternoon on the escalating conflict in Mali. And our Margaret Besheer, our UN correspondent, has been standing by in New York. Margaret, welcome to In Focus.
Thank you, Vincent.
Now, tell us what's the latest.
Well, the council will be meeting in about 3 hours here in New York. It's a closed meeting, consultations. We expect Jeffrey Feltman, the senior UN official in the Department of Political Affairs, to brief the council on the latest developments in Mali over the weekend. You may recall the council met on Thursday evening to talk about Mali, and at the time they put out a press statement in which they called for the rapid deployment of the international support mission for Mali, AFISMA, which is the African-led group of troops from ECOWAS. So we're going to have an update on that today, and we'll hear where it goes from there.
Yeah, I guess this is the moment that...
Sorry, you were going to ask me something.
Exactly. This is the moment that everybody has been waiting for at the UN, because the UN was ready to give the full support, but they were waiting on the regional forces, ECOWAS to be particular, and it looks like things are now moving on the ground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little confusing at the moment, I think, because the UN has said the troops, the ECOWAS contingents, won't be on the ground before October in Mali because of weather, training, just getting the troops together, that sort of a thing. But now the African countries are saying they plan to have some of their troops there this week. So it seems to really be accelerating. But Nigeria, in fact, has cautioned that, don't forget, they do need to be trained and they do need to deploy. So it's just not clear at this hour exactly how it's going to break out exactly. I mean, the troops will start coming from Africa perhaps, but again, they have to be trained and capable to be of any use to the Malian security forces, and the Malian security forces have to be trained and capable. So the European Union is going to be deploying a training mission, a troop training mission to Mali. They're talking about deploying it now in the latter half of February or early March, so accelerating that as well to try and get everybody ready to meet the challenges that are waiting for them on the ground there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Margaret, for updating, as we'll be talking to you in the coming days to know what comes off that meeting. Margaret Besheer.
Yes, hopefully tomorrow maybe we'll have a better idea for you of how it's going to break out.
Thank you. Margaret Besheer, UN correspondent there, New York, talking to us live.